Welcome back to Module 3. So, peace within the body. We've already talked about bringing mindfulness in terms of compassionate awareness to your moment-to-moment experience. We've explored some of the mindfulness of all the different senses. And in Chapter 2, we really explored how to punctuate your day with simple micro-meditations so you can really begin to find just moments of peace in terms of releasing into the now. In fact, let's go ahead and do that again. Remember, with the release, we're breathing in, palms up, nice deep breath, and then breathing out with a nice sigh. And whenever we do this, remember, we're letting go of the past and the future. Remember how our thoughts are always taking us into the past and the future, and we begin to become divorced from this moment. Although many of us may not have lost our minds yet, most all of us have lost our body a long time ago. What I mean by that is when we're young and small children, it's amazing because we have kind of a natural connection to our entire body. We're still in our senses. We haven't become so intellectual or rational or lost in thoughts or this whole idea of who we are, who we're not, and negative self-talk begins to divorce us from our natural, innocent, open, pure, awakened state of being. So peace within the body, in this module, I want to begin to help you reconnect to your body, to your moment-to-moment somatic, meaning body awareness. So we're going to explore some longer meditations in this module, and in particular, I want to begin to talk about how to experience your body, think about your body, and care for your body. So why is it that we tend to become so obsessed about, pains on the one side? Some people get so identified with their body, they get very defeated by simple kinds of difficulties or symptoms. Some of you right now might be having some pain in your body, and you're not liking your body very much. And often this leads to us becoming detached, disassociated from our body. So the way I like to think about it is that this is an earth suit, okay? That who you really are is more like the animating energy that animates your body. In fact, the Latin word anima, which means soul, the Latin word, we get the same word for animation, that which animates. So throughout this entire practice, I hope you'll begin to realize you're more your breath than your body. I mean, think about it. The lungs basically look like a breathing apparatus. They are a breathing apparatus for us to be able to maneuver through this three-dimensional existence. And also the idea of having an earth suit allows you to honor your body, take care of it, but not be so obsessed about it that you reduce yourself to your body and nothing but your body. The two dangers are either being over-identified with your body or becoming disassociated and detached from your body. So this idea of honoring your body is similar to, you've probably heard the phrase, the body is the temple of the soul. And the idea is we want to care for this temple and honor this temple and really care for our sense of our self embodied. So what are some of the ways we can do this? Well, coming back to these very basic key practices are critical for that. Basically, proper exercise, sleep, and proper nutrition are absolutely essential for you to be able to just feel good about yourself. The meditation practices are important. The mindfulness practices are important. But if you're not taking care of proper sleep, proper nutrition, and exercise, you're never going to really be able to support this peace within process. I talk about this peace within process for integrative health. Integrative means for the health of the mind, body, heart, and soul. And the body is a really important foundation for this. So caring for your body is absolutely essential. Just like our body has an appetite for food and water, it also has an appetite for movement. We need to move. You need to move. So I really want to encourage you throughout this practice. In fact, part of the peace within contract you're making with yourself as you work through this program is to get proper sleep, get proper nutrition, get proper exercise. The exercise I really recommend the most, though, is simply walking. Studies have shown that 20 minutes of walking a day, or getting up to as much as 5,000 to 10,000 steps a day, is more sustainable for people. After a year, people who do all kinds of things from P90X to CrossFit oftentimes may get some real main kind of advances right away, but then they tend to fall back and not continue. So to make your exercise two things. Number one, green. The more you exercise outside, that's what we call green exercise. And number two, sustainable, that it's enjoyable. The nice thing about walking is you can also make it a mindfulness practice. Mindful walking is something we'll talk about quite a bit. Just like we talked about the different mindfulness practices like mindfulness seeing, mindfulness hearing, mindfulness shower, mindfulness driving. Mindfulness walking is a wonderful practice. So I'd really like you to add some mindful walking into your practice in the next period of time you're working on Module 3. So let's release that, breathing in and out. Another way of really beginning to take care of your body is proper breath work. So we've talked a lot about breath work already, but I'm going to introduce you to a new practice today, what I call full-bodied breathing. So begin with talking about what we call 4-2-4-2 breathing or 6-3-6-3 breathing. And what that means is that we're working on extending and deepening the in and out breath and then just having a gentle pause just at the end of inhalation, at the end of exhalation. The way it works is this, and you can count with me kind of silently. We're going through 1001, 1002, 1003 as we're breathing in. So we're going to breathe in, hold for 2 seconds, breathing out, hold for 2 seconds, breathing in again, hold for 2 seconds, breathing out again. So when we practice 4-2-4-2 breathing, or if you prefer 6-2-6-2 or 6-3-6-3, you can make up all kinds of variations. We're really being able to bring our breath awareness into the body and extending our inhalation and exhalation. Of course, you can see it can get kind of heady by counting and thinking, and some people really get frustrated with the counting. I know I do. It kind of, to me, I like to feel and sense my body. So what I've developed is what I call full-bodied breathing, and this to me becomes a real cornerstone of our practice and something you can practice throughout the day whenever you're bringing your awareness to your breath and practicing breath awareness and breath work. And basically doing this gives you that same extension you get in the 4-2-4-2 breathing, but without having to think about it or count. And the way we do this is simply imagine breathing up from the tips of your toes all the way up to the top of the head, pausing and then breathing out from the top of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes. So breathing in from the tips of the toes all the way up to the top of the head. Breathing out and down from the top of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes. Let's do that 2 more times with the eyes closed now. Breathing in and breathing out from the top of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes. One more time. Breathing in from the tips of the toes up to the top of the head. Breathing out and down from the top of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes. And now slowly opening your eyes, but keeping some of the same softness, centeredness, and clarity you had with your eyes closed. Feel a little more relaxed? I know I do. And so the nice thing about this full body breathing is it adds a few aspects to our mindfulness practice. We're practicing mindfulness of breath, being aware of the breath awareness. We're also adding in then mindfulness of the body, or somatic mindfulness, somatic meaning body-oriented. It also is a kinesthetic. We've talked about kinesthesia is the sense of touch or awareness of the body. So as we're breathing up the body, we're actually becoming more aware of the sensations in our body, which naturally drops us out of the mind. The frontal lobes of the brain are where we do all our abstract thinking and abstract reasoning. And that's really where all our negative self-talk happens, and we really start getting hyper-reflective. When we begin to do the breath awareness, when we begin to do the body awareness and the somatic kinesthetic awareness, we're moving into the sensory motor cortex of the brain. That naturally kicks in the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the brake we've talked about, and naturally relaxes the body. So doing this simple breath practice, full body breathing, is a really nice way that I want you to begin to practice your breath work throughout the day. And it's a wonderful way of just caring for the body. And in the last module, part of this module, we'll actually be doing the lying down meditation, where this full body breathing becomes very, very important as we really begin to feel these waves of relaxation up and down the body, where the breath becomes a wave of relaxation, washing away worry, washing away concerns, helping us drop out of the mind into the body so we can open the heart. Again, great to have you here. Thanks for listening about our care for the body and our full body breathing, and we'll see you on the next video. Namaste.